Overthinking is like living trapped inside a stable full of wild horses. Each horse is a thought. One runs toward the past, another dashes into the future. One neighs with memories, another rears up, carrying fears that haven't even happened yet. And you're in the middle, trying to control everything at once, trying to hold all the reins, not realizing they're dragging you along. The more you pull, the more agitated they become. The more you try to stop the stampede, the more you lose control. The worst part? No one outside sees the chaos you're living in. On the outside, the stable looks calm, but inside, the horses are at war. Here's something no one ever told you. You are not the horses. You are the rider, and you only need to ride one at a time. Your mind wasn't made to run in 10 directions. It was made to follow the rhythm of your presence. With this thought, our journey begins. Today, I'm not going to give you superficial advice. I want to tell you 3 powerful stories that can change the way you see your own mind. These stories won't give you quick answers, but they might awaken clarity, because maybe what hurts you most isn't what you feel. It's how you're dealing with what you feel. First story is about the elephant who wanted to fly. Once upon a time, there was a young elephant named Eli. Ever since he was little, Eli admired the skies. He would spend hours watching birds fly over the savannah, dreaming of feeling the wind on his face, flying free, without weight, without fear, without limits. Why can't I fly? He asked himself every day. As he grew, Eli became strong. His memory was powerful. His presence shook the earth when he walked, but inside, his heart remained trapped in the sky. He wanted to be what he was not, and he blamed himself for not achieving it. He tried flapping his ears like wings. He jumped from rocks, ran downhill, believing maybe this time he would manage to take off. But he always landed back on the ground, more frustrated, more tired, more guilty. Maybe I don't try hard enough, he thought. Maybe the problem is me. One day, Eli met an old bird with gray feathers and bright eyes. The bird perched calmly on a branch, as if it knew everything without saying a word. I want to fly, Eli said. I want to be like you. The bird smiled gently. And why is that? Because up there, everything seems lighter, freer. Down here, I feel so heavy. The bird came down from the tree, circled Eli slowly, then said, You're not heavy because of your body. You're heavy because of what you carry. What do I carry? Asked Eli. Ideas, comparisons, expectations. You carry what others told you you should be, and what you believed you had to be in order to deserve to fly. Eli fell silent, tears filling his eyes. But I just wanted to be free. The bird came closer and whispered, Freedom isn't in flying like a bird. It's in walking like an elephant, without dragging what no longer belongs to you. That day, Eli didn't learn to fly, but he learned to let go. He let go of guilt. He let go of comparison. He let go of the dream that wasn't his, and rediscovered the greatness he'd always carried inside. From then on, he walked differently, not lighter in body, but lighter in soul. Second story is The Forest of Invisible Wolves. There was once a young man named Ethan, who lived trapped inside his own head. On the outside, everything seemed normal. He smiled, worked, greeted people. But inside, it was as if he walked daily through a dark forest, full of noises, full of voices, full of wolves. No one else could see them, but Ethan could. When he felt fear, the wolf of fear appeared among the trees, showing its teeth. When he made a mistake, guilt leapt out like a shadow. And when he doubted himself, the wolf of doubt walked beside him, whispering, You're not enough. Ethan tried to run, but the wolves always caught up with him. He tried to hide, but they always found him. He tried to fight, but the more he fought, the stronger they grew. One day, an old hermit appeared at the edge of the forest. He looked at Ethan and said, The wolves you feed with your thoughts will always grow stronger. Starve them, and they will leave you in peace. Ethan realized that every time he focused on his fears, his guilt, his doubts, he was feeding the wolves. But when he focused on hope, on courage, on self-compassion, the wolves faded into the mist. He learned that the wolves were not real enemies. They were shadows, fed by his own mind. Peace was not found by fighting, but by choosing what to feed with his attention. The last story is The Gardener's Secret. There was once a gardener named James who tended a wild, overgrown garden. Every day, he saw weeds of worry and vines of anxiety choking his flowers. He tried to pull them all at once, but the more he rushed, the more tangled everything became. One morning, a neighbor saw him struggling and said, "Pull one weed at a time, James. Peace grows in the spaces you create." James slowed down. He cleared one small patch, then another. He learned to care for his mind as he did his garden gently, patiently, every day. Little by little, the flowers returned. And with them, a sense of calm and beauty. James discovered that a peaceful mind needs daily care, just like a garden. We all have wild horses, invisible wolves, and tangled gardens inside us. The secret is not to fight them, but to understand, release, and nurture them. You are not your thoughts. You are the rider, the caretaker, the storyteller of your own mind. But freedom isn't found in escaping who you are, but in embracing yourself one thought, one breath, one gentle moment at a time. Eli the elephant, Ethan in her forest, and James in his garden all discovered the same truth. You can't control every thought, but you can choose which thoughts you nurture. Overthinking is a habit, and every moment is a chance to redirect your mind toward peace and clarity. Ask yourself, are you feeding the wolves of worry or tending the garden of your peace? If these stories helped you, share this video with someone who needs anxiety, relief, and mental clarity. Subscribe to Wise Narratives for more powerful stories that transform your mind and your life. Remember, every story has a heartbeat, and so does your journey to mental freedom.